Hi, it's Jenny and you're Julie, and if you're not, welcome to my vlog. I don't really know how to vlog, but I'm doing my best because we are on opposite coasts and I'm marrying her brother, so I'm trying to document the process as best as I can so we can pretend like we got to be together for it. Okay, so wedding dress shopping. I feel like that's like the biggest thing that we wish we could do together, so I took a million pictures and a bunch of videos and I'm just like gonna plop them all here, starting with the first time that I went wedding dress shopping. First time I went with my younger sister, Jill, and we went to Laguna Beach to this little place called Laguna Beach Bridal, and it was a blast. The girl was amazing. It was this tiny little shop. It had just opened, and I think because of that, they were really eager to make sure that I had a good time, and the girl was just so nice. She was a hype girl. She took a million pictures. She's like, go stand in this light, now go stand under that light, and was like, sit down in the dress, and like gave me like a veil and flowers and did the whole thing, and it was just a really, really positive experience for me. Okay, so the first dress that I tried on was the daisy dress. It was definitely a more alternative dress. It was definitely something that I hadn't seen anything like it before. It was just covered in 3D appliques. It was really, really cute, and it had these little daisies all over it. So it was like, pretend these are the petals. It was only attached in the center and it would like pop forward. It also had these removable sleeves that had little snaps so you could pull them off. And I mean, we liked it better without it, so we took pictures without the sleeves, but it was a really fun dress to try on for my first dress ever. And while I thought it was really cute, I feel like that was also kind of a negative thing about it, that it was really cute. I felt like it was a little bit juvenile. I felt like it was a little bit like little girl, and it also had like this weird stiffness to the bodice, which I felt like, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to dance, so for that reason it wasn't for me. Overall impression, cute, but is that exactly what I want? Probably not. Then I tried on the pirate dress, which we were calling it that because it had like huge like puffy sleeves, very Bridgerton, very cottagecore, which I've seen a lot of pins and Instagram and TikToks or whatever about that whole style, and so I didn't think I was going to like that on me. I thought it was going to be too trendy or too bulky, but I actually really liked this dress a lot. I felt like it was kind of frothy or like foamy. I've had this whole like idea in my head of wanting to look like a glass of milk on my wedding day instead of a cupcake, so this kind of went with that, like that whole like white thing, but also really frothy and almost liquid in nature. It was definitely a true white, and I loved the sleeves, but I feel like it had a weird bodice. The thing about this dress was that the more I looked at it, the more I found things in it that I didn't like. So originally I put it on, I was like, I feel like a pirate, I feel like a ghost, I feel like I could haunt you. Like, I was really, really into it. But then I kept on looking at it and looking at it, and I realized I really didn't like the bodice. It was only lined in the cups. So the cups were really white, but the rest of it was like see-through, and I didn't like that. And while you could get it lined, I just kind of couldn't see, I couldn't visualize it, I don't know. And also in pictures, it kind of came out bulkier than you would think. So overall impression, I like the idea of it, but it's not my dress. You know you're gonna run into things you hate. You know that you're gonna try on things you don't like, but I feel bad because I'm about to like bash this dress. The brown dress, I didn't like it. It was cool, like the idea of it was cool, and I wanted to be one of those girls that could wear like pink or like nude, but I was just standing in the mirror like, this dress is brown. And the girl just started laughing, and my sister started laughing. I was like, this dress is brown, it doesn't feel bridal. Also the front was just like, it was like see-through. There was like nothing in it. It was just mesh. So I had to like wear this weird thing under, and I wasn't into it. So I like when other people do this. It's just not for me. I think we need to stick to white. Okay, do you want to talk about the Swan Lake dress? Because I do. I loved this dress. I loved it. She jams me into this dress and she's like, go look at yourself. And then I ran out. They had this other mirror that was right by the front door, which was these two big glass doors. So I'm standing in the natural light, and I was like, Jill, I look like Barbie Swan Lake. And she was like, you do. And I was just like playing around in this dress forever. So this dress was great for frolicking, like sucked up my waist. It was just very Barbie and like princess dress. It was really, really cute. I did have this really sweet moment where this elderly couple had like seen me trying on dresses, and they like ran up to the door and they were like knocking and like giving me thumbs up and like yelling, you look beautiful, through the window. So that was really cute. I don't know, I really like this dress. This one was like one of my favorites from this particular appointment. The things I didn't like about it were like the bodice was a different color than the dress itself because it was lined in nude or tan or whatever instead of white. I also didn't like that the glitter going down was sequins. Sequins give me dance competition flashbacks. I don't like it. I just don't want to go there. And it had a lot of fabric, so it was like heavy and it felt like I was like wading through water, so it took me forever to like get from place to place. I kept on stepping on it and it was like in my legs and everything, so that wasn't ideal. But I'm gonna go ahead and rank this like magical. I had no idea that I wanted to look like a princess. I have never thought that I would like that look. I always said no princess, but it was really fun. Okay, so there was one more that I loved from this Laguna Beach appointment, and it was the simplest dress that they had in the entire store. I knew I wasn't going to take it home because it was off the rack. It was the one that the model had worn in the runway show, so I knew it was going to be too small, but I just figured, let me try it on anyway and see if I like the style. I've always had this vision, like I said, of like looking like a glass of milk, and this was definitely more cupcake, but it did have that plain white aesthetic that I really liked. I loved the off the shoulder. I loved how tan it made me look, and surprisingly, I did love looking like a cake topper, but like I said, it's the one that the model wore, so it was like 15 sizes too small, and they just didn't have another one for me to try on. I did try on similar ones at David's Bridal, but like honestly, it was such a bust because none of them were as good as the first one. So I'm just gonna rank this one as cupcake, but I loved it. So then I went to a Beholden with my parents, and that's where I was really hoping that I would find a dress, because since it's an offshoot of Anthropologie, they have the dresses already made, they just need to ship it to you. So I knew that that's something that I could get in time for the elopement. I tried on a bunch of dresses. There was this one that was like Bridgerton inspired, but I didn't really like the fabric. And there was this other one that was really beautiful, but it was so heavy that it was difficult to walk in, and it just wasn't it. I was kind of bummed about that, but I did try on one that I really liked, and we called it the glass of milk dress because it was just super sleek, super minimalist, and it was beautiful. It was just plain white all the way down. It had a beautiful train, it had a square neckline, and it was really flattering to my body type. It also had these seams that went all the way down the front that I thought were really slimming and beautiful. But I was really bummed that when you turned around and saw the back, it had this lace and sequin thing going on that I really wished it had just been plain. So I'm gonna call this one close, but not quite. Okay, so this is getting really long and I need to cut it off and be done for the night. I'll make you a part 2, and yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.